Hey Aries, how you doing? It's your girl Ruth. Welcome back to another subject and one that I am in. Okay, and just wanted to kind of get some insight from everybody else who might be in the same situation. And the title is "Still Married but Separated." Just a couple of questions, and we'll talk to throw at you. Do you still love the person? What happened and why? Did they deceive you? How long has it been? Do you feel like black magic is making you not divorced or made you stay, or was that involved? Some type of, you know, something that they done to make you not leave, and you know you're supposed to be gone, but you end up staying. Why you haven't divorced? Um, do people judge you because of this? Do you have kids from someone other than your husband, wife, or, or did they? And is this why you left? Or after y'all left, did y'all have kids with someone else? Um, kids were okay. My situation. Side note was this stuff. My situation was confusion on everything. I was thrown into supposed to be relationship, and I know I'm a Libra, I'm a relationship sign, but I wanted to help in another way. So mine on relationships. So I got into the relationship field, and I always knew the beginning and end of the relationships. Knew it wasn't going to be right. Thought I chose right, and I knew I chose wrong. Crazy stuff, and just kept going. I really wanted two people, like I probably, if you listen to me, two people I did want to marry because of they were the type of people that I think for where I wanted to go, um, that I chose, but they didn't choose me. So I left both of them. And what else can I say? So the relationships, got in the relationships because of maybe friends or Uh, maybe they're nice people. I did like them. I did care about them. My husband as well. I think I jumped in there too soon. I was running from. My husband's a Virgo, and I know I married the right person because of the Libra Virgo thing. That's on another video. Okay, but I was running from a Cancer. I was hurt by a Cancer. I was hurt by a Taurus. I ran from the Taurus to the Cancer. I ran from the Cancer to the Virgo. And then the Virgo was not ready for marriage, and I knew he wasn't ready. I had two kids already. Had a lot of issues with his family. And I got pregnant for him, started having kids, had three for him. So that made me say, okay, I better get married, because that's the way the world and family told you to do. So I got married, knew he wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for him. He wasn't ready for me. I was still trying to have things, home, blah, blah, blah. He was free-spirited, did what he wanted to do. He stayed with mom and dad, stuff like that. So that ended up being a total disaster. Then he was sneaky and child molestation in it, on drugs, drinking a lot, didn't want to hold a job. So after that, it was, it just crushed. I wasn't thinking about, no, marriage, no. Y'all told me the wrong thing. Then I started researching marriage, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I never divorced. When I first left, when everything was going on, I my kids were young, so I didn't want him to have anything to do with that, for as reporting him to CPS or having, because I work for CPS and I watched CPS give the kids to the abuser, and I wasn't having that. So I left with my kids, started another life, and they're all grown now, and doing at least I could say 95%. Everybody got issues, and I mean, some of them affected badly because of that. I'm not going to lie about that. But at least I got removed him from that. And it would have been a killing. It would have been all kind of everything if I didn't leave. You know, I probably would be in jail right now today. But yeah, so that's my story on why I left. But I hadn't divorced. I met someone else, had a child from someone else. And that was, that person cared about me. And at the time, it's been 2 years since I left my husband, and he was fun. You know, he was charming. You know, he was good with the money. He helped watch my kids, you know, stuff like that. So it ended up, you know, going that way. But I knew that I wasn't going to marry him. And he knew the situation. I never lied to anybody about my situation. And I knew he wasn't ready. He was a mama's baby as well. I seem to run into mama's baby. That's why I'm not dating anybody. And right now, okay, but that's some of my situation of why I'm still married. I because of the kids, and then this time just went on, and then every time I got a lawyer many times to divorce, and something would happen. So I was thinking maybe it was black magic or fear on my part, and I've been asked to be married about 6-7 times, and my excuse was I'm still married. I don't know my husband at, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I know that ain't fair or right, and I didn't give the other people a chance, but I felt like who I was meeting was similar to what I already had. You know, already had in the past, so I didn't want to go that way anymore, okay? So, tell this last person, somebody I talked to at the Taurus that broke my heart, I would have, if everything would have been right and he just stayed alive, I would have, you know, but he was kind of possessive and controlling, so I don't know. I was trying to get to know him, you know, to see would I marry him, would I divorce to marry him. But, you know, that's my thing, my story on that. Are you divorcing soon? Will you marry again? Are you staying happy in spite of everything going on? Yes, I am. So y'all stay happy because this is just something we go through, okay? Are you hiding? Are you hiding from them? Maybe it got so bad that the abuse or could be top husband that's on a top position, good or bad, that you have to run from. I met some ladies like that as well, and some of them got killed. And in the situation, the husband found them. You know, had private eye or some shady person following them, and then they killed the person, or him or her, you know. So, are you running, you know? No, it's best not to answer that if you are. There's pride, you know, don't want to say I'm sorry or something like that, something minor that you can fix because you really love the person and you know that person really love you. This is what I do, y'all. My throat get all crazy, okay? It really helps. Yeah. Was he or she just to help you wake up? Okay, because people come into your life, okay, like for instance, I think a lot of the partners I met, they were very intelligent in a whole lot of ways, smart. So I learned the things that they were doing that helped me out, and I hope I helped them in some type of way. Some of them even said that, you know, because I have a survival instinct, and taught them how to do that on their own, especially when their parents passed away, because they were depending a lot on their parents. So they watched me be survival, so now they're doing that on their own. Do you think the person was not protected enough to handle your bloodline, and your evil ancestors jumped in them and made them treat you the way they did all theirs? Now that's something I've been talking to my kids about, because incest was in my family, some everything, especially by the Jesus picture being up there. That's another video. But if y'all would research the person, the back in my day, the white guy that they had playing as Jesus, he raped his sister, he killed his brother for the throne. His whole family was incest. But can't even blame him because that's from so long ago. It started with the blacks or whatever in the world, you know, from ancient times. But anyway, So I was thinking about that because not saying that he didn't do the abuse that he did to the kids, and it's his responsibility for that. But both didn't know about protecting ourselves from evil spirits. We would never even got that deep because everything, the dating thing was, and then the marriage, everything was just so fast till, we both were lost. So not discrediting what he did, not taking up for him at all. But I know that now that the ancestors that are bad can jump in and out of people and other people's ancestors and different spirits. And if you're, say you, for instance, you a chosen one, in order to get at you, because I always had a fear of the incest with the kids. Okay, my two oldest that I had from him, I would make sure he would never have to watch them. And see, I still had that in my mind because of my upbringing. And then when I had kids for him, I never thought he would do that to his kids. But I would always ask the kids after I come home from work or anywhere about somebody touching them wrong, doing this, doing that. But he would give them gifts and buy them snacks, in order for them to be quiet. Till one of them just started showing something to me one day, and then one just told everything. So yeah, yeah, kind of still bothers me, yeah. But yeah, so what was I? Uh, yeah, about the ancestors. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, so we know spirits that mess with people who came here to do a specific job that's going to be big. So they try to keep you down and go inside of people, jumping inside of people who know nothing. They drink, they smoke, they just mean all the time. They just don't care about nothing, don't believe in the spiritual world, only what they can see. And those are the ones that the evil, so-called evil spirits jump in and out of and play with and go against other people, who came here for a purpose and mess with them through that. I was talking about that on the other video I had about how I was driving and I seen just spirit jumping in and out of people while I was driving to mess with me and to mess with my day, to make me throw off because of they trying to stop everything that's trying to come to me that's good. Okay, now I understand it's my mindset, is how I keep myself in order for me to move to the other levels, to do what I came here for. So I create my own world. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's just something I just, thought about. Or their ancestors could be just, evil spirits. And, I'm pretty sure not all of them. But who knows what the background is of a person that you meet. You really need to investigate that, the bloodline, the best you possibly can. I know a lot of people lie. So you have find out creative ways to find out about the partners you're going to talk to. Did he try to fix it before it got bad? I tried my best to. Not saying I was a saint in it at all. I had some issues in the marriage as well, excuse me. But never messed over him, never did anything like that. But I would write things down, the pros and the cons, and let's talk about the issues we have and stuff like that. And then he would read what I got and he would get upset and then put some crazy stuff on the paper to get back at me and who you think you are. Then it became an argument. So I just stopped doing that. Did you know what to say and when not to cause an argument? Yeah, I did. I know when to. I would say what I had to say, but I would try to do it, and it's not all the time. At least I'm gonna say 90% of the time, I try to not do the arguing because I seen so much fighting and arguing when I was growing up and all around me wherever I went, and I didn't want that type of relationship. So I tried my best to, of course I went off at times, but he would try to argue with me because of things that he was doing, and why anybody would argue anybody while they washing dishes. Because you're just not going to abuse me and just hit on me and fight, because while you doing it, I got the knife in my hand. I'm finna wash this like what you say, It's like, but anyway, was he or she the one you wanted to marry, or was it just practical? So that's what I was talking about at first, who I wanted to marry. They didn't, but the years had passed since I met him, but he reminded me of one of them. But I liked him. He was a handsome guy. You know, I thought he had his stuff together, you know, stuff like that, because that's a big thing for me. You know, you might not be where you want to be, but you're trying to get there, you know. But I had a lot of pretenders, and they would kind of ride on your coattails, so to speak, because I was looking for a home. And I remember the house that his parents' home first. I was telling him, since him and his sister was the baby of the family, the other brother, everybody else had their own homes. I was telling him, why don't we finish paying? It was just like $2,800 in taxes, and the dad was over 65. It shouldn't have been any taxes. So I was saying, why don't we dig off into that? Why don't we pay your sister off, since you know you got the house now with me, and you know, and pay the taxes off. I'll find out more about that so it can be disputed, because dad was still living at that time, and then the house will be for you and the kids, and you'll give me another house, because I know I want to get my own house, but I figured I don't like losing families, something your parents work hard for, because that happened to my mom, you know. But he thought I was trying to be whatever, you know, and I was trying to be practical. So I want you to give me a house, and in case anything happened, you'll still have a house, so the kids have something to start off with, you know, and it won't be that hard for him, you know, in life, stuff like that. I was thinking about stuff like that, but he was on a whole nother level. He didn't want to listen to anything like that. So they lost the house. They eventually sold it, and then got crumbs for it. Some people never divorce, or until one partner died, they never divorce. I met plenty of people who are still married in other relationships, and they never divorced their wife for different reasons. I'm assuming mine, like I'm talking about mine, but now I want to divorce. But I don't want to get married again right now until I really know my partner, and my partner really knows me. If I decide to have one partner, you know, I'm still searching and researching myself. I just want to get stronger, because it's like a hurt. It's like a guilt. It's like it's pain when I think about it, because that's something serious to me. Um, I know we'll never go back together. I don't hate him, you know, or anything like that. Matter of fact, he's having a hard time, you know. But I would have liked him to apologize to the kids, because some of them are having really bad issues because of that. But I have to let go of that, because that's on him. And that's between them, because they're grown now, you know. So at some point we have to stop feeling guilty, or stop blaming ourselves, y'all. And people who try to judge us for this, sorry, too bad. You know, this is real life. Okay, this is some people. You know, some people. I have friends and family members that divorced, married, divorced, married, divorced. I just don't want to do that. Yeah, I got another relationship, kind of like divorce and married, but I just didn't want to do that. They're honorable. Don't get me wrong. They did that for their own reasons, but I didn't want to marry 3 and 4 and 5 times. I just didn't want to do that. Were they too religious and judgmental? Now you got some people that just like one guy I met. I've been knowing for a long time. He wanted to be like his sister and his mom. They're religious. They wear dresses. Blah blah blah. And my husband really wasn't really religious. He was more of what he was by Virgo, worried about the outside seeing him as one way and us as one way that was not the right way. And then the inside, you know, is totally different. You know, he was worried about the outer appearance. And I was like, not, you know, either one of them didn't make no difference to me, because I want to be happy, joy, keep my joy, peace, about all of it, you know. Excuse me. And I wanted him to feel the same. I want him to feel free in the relationship, you know, but other people in his ear. So, yeah, so watch that. People judging you, the religious thing, watch that. You know, I used to be like that. I was like that. Did they have an addiction or a health problem? So, yeah, I was talking about his addiction. What kind of addiction y'all got to, you know, this question so we can, because we fit in. And we need to talk about these things, okay? And whatever decision you make is yours, you know. Health problems. Some people leave their partners because of the illness. Did they leave you because of the illness? I don't know. Were you or them a gold digger? Now, I did read that a babyface wife, his wife married him. She was a gold digger. He knew that. Then you got ball players. You got a lot of people who famous that marry gold diggers. And when the money run out, they either leave. They might still keep you just in case you get back up, you know, and you separated from that person. And that person might really care about that person. So they let that person play them games. It's on you how y'all do that. So who left? Did you leave? They leave? Stuff like that. Did he or she travel too much? The reason why I say about that, I had my nephew. He was married to a Scorpio. Matter of fact, he was a Libra, and she was spoiled. Her dad was a preacher of this big church out here, and he gave her whatever she wanted. She was about $2,000 shoes. Was nothing wrong with $2,000 shoes. $1,000,000 shoes. You want to buy that? But I don't know why I bought it up. I'm sorry. But that was amazing. I can't wait till I can do that. I'll make them. But anyway, but yeah, he'd be coming home from work and she would be in Colorado skiing. He had no idea what she would do. She would just spontaneously just do whatever she wanted any time. So that kind of messed them. That's one thing that messed the marriage up. It was a whole lot more though. So yeah, let's go back. Will you be divorcing a person soon? I asked some questions first, remember? Things that you gotta ask yourself. Yeah, we talking about what happened and why. Did they deceive you? Yeah, mine's been a long time. I don't know about marrying again. I don't know. I don't know about it. Doing a tarot read on this. Is it even applicable? But, let's see. I don't know what it would be for. Our happiness, maybe. I don't know. Are we going to divorce, or would there any more black magic or anything? Or ourselves feeling guilty or afraid to be in another relationship that you might think might control you, or end off bad while you're not divorcing this person and marry the next person? Would tarot tell us anything like that? What's on the bottom? It says, hangman, getting strength in oneself after a lot of deliberating and delaying in your life. Okay. And this one is the world. Oh, let me show you. Hangman. Okay. And the world is saying, overseas trip, money, luck, world in the palm of your hand, new opportunities, y'all. So, what that mean for us to, if you can fix it, fix it. If you really love that person. Okay, got Queen of Swords, Virgo, Libra, action, thoughts. Man, woman over 25 years, brown eyes and brown hair, cold, hard, demanding authority. Now, see, that's the Virgo. Still that way, still unapologetic. I can't even be cordial with him, and then his sister and them will come in, or somebody, will come in and be defensive and won't listen. So, yeah. So let's see, what questions should we ask y'all? Will we get divorced soon? They just kind of told us though. So we got catastrophe, accident, things happening very quickly at lightning pace. So it's gonna be a big change, y'all. So I guess we got a divorce. Just handle that change and go through it. And with the angels, the lovers, they got us, love affairs, romance building again within marriage, relationship, relatives, loving relationship you could share with a friend. So somebody's waiting on us. We need to change. Go ahead and get a divorce. Another angel card, y'all. Ace of Cups, security, helping hand. They're going to help us get through it. They're going to give us strength to go through it, Eight of Swords, speeding news or situation coming, arrows of love. So somebody's waiting on us, y'all. They really care about us. So loving on yourself. But I'm going to end it right here. And I just thought I'd do that. I should have said all signs, not just Aries. But yeah, I'm probably going to put all signs, y'all. I'm not going to go into detail about it with each sign, you know. They bring up all that pain. But this is for all signs, y'all. And I hope I help y'all in some type of way. Maybe some questions we need to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever y'all decide, you're a star in it all, okay? All right, love y'all. Bye. This is Girl Root. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate it. Okay, bye, y'all. Love y'all.